Samsung Store 最重視客人嘅私隱，所以喺包裝方面一向落足功夫，採用隱密嘅紙盒包裝，冇 logo， 唔透明。無論你係喺公司收件，亦或由屋企人幫手簽收，都完全冇問題。買咗乜100% 保密。我哋會根據客人購買嘅貨品數量嚟決定包裝紙盒嘅大小。例如1至2件貨品會使用小型紙盒包裝，3至7件會使用中型紙盒，去到8至10件就會用到大型紙盒。而貼喺隱密紙盒上面嘅速遞單，就連我哋公司名 Samsung Store 都唔會見到，隱密度極高。咁隱密嘅包裝都唔夠滿足你嘅話，揀埋用智能櫃收件就一定最有安全感。當包到密一密嘅包裹送到去你所揀選嘅智能櫃之後，快遞公司就會發送取件通知同埋取件碼至落單電話，安全又保密。成個收件過程完全由你一人掌握。咁隱密嘅網購體驗都只係需要簡單幾個 step， 經購物車撳結算之後，喺訂單資料揀選智能櫃領件，填好資料就可以喺領件地點選擇最方便自己嘅智能櫃。然後喺下面嘅包裝選項揀埋免費嘅隱密紙盒包裝，再俾埋錢就搞掂，可以等收件啦。
Continent for LGBTIQ rights, so I'm very proud of that. It's also a priority for us, a political priority. Maybe some of you know we had events for Idaho. We make all over the world events for Idaho on the 17th of May every year. And we give the floor on that occasion to members of the LGBTIQ community. And we report also about the developments in Brussels to our headquarters. And so probably some of you here also are aware that the best places for LGBTIQ rights in Europe is the Netherlands, Spain, Belgium, my country, Luxembourg as well, followed by Sweden and Denmark. And that's about more than half of the most LGBT-friendly places to live in the world. So that's on the positive agenda. Because of course, as you also know, there is still a lot to be done. We're working on that. I thought I should flag to you the role of the European Parliament. The Parliament has the LGBTI group, which is very active. That you will find it online. They have more than 150 members of the European Parliament. Some of them are gay, some are not, but they all equally care. They work, how can I say? They make sure that all the legislation of the European Parliament will be non-discriminatory, and so they would do a screening, they would meet regularly, and then they would flag the possible issues they would identify to the European Commission. I don't know how familiar you are with the EU legislation making, but actually it's very concrete because it means the citizen, they can directly refer to this group in the European Parliament and they can raise all kinds of issues. And we have also a new strategy in the EU, which is called Union of Equality, LGBTIQ Equality Strategy 2025. It's very important for our President von der Leyen of the Commission, Ursula von der Leyen. So she has said, I will not rest when it comes to building a union of equality, a union where you can be who you are, love who you want, without fear of recrimination or discrimination. Because being yourself is not an ideology, it's your identity and no one can ever take it away. we have done a study, a European study. We found out that, of course, we have seen progress in LGBTIQ. And in 2019, 76% of EU citizens believe that lesbian, gay, and bisexual people should have equal rights to heterosexual people. And that is a number of citizens in favor of LGBTIQ equal rights that has been constantly increasing. But if you ask to LGBTIQ people how they feel about it, it will be a more mixed picture. So 43 of LGBT people in the European Union said that they had felt discriminated in 2019. And that was a little bit more than the years before, because things are not always straightforward. Things move not always in the direction you wish, and not all citizens would welcome LGBTIQ rights, so we still need to do more awareness, which is something we do in the EAS and the European office. So that is why our strategy, which is the first ever EU LGBTIQ strategy, is so important. I will not go in detail because you would all fall asleep, and it's available online. But the main items are tackling discriminations, ensuring LGBTIQ people's safety, building inclusive societies, and leading the call for LGBTIQ equality around the world. And in this, I welcome you to contact me. The organizers have my detail, because we also work on this issue in Hong Kong. It is something that in our almost daily work, I would say, in representing the EU in Hong Kong, it is something we work on. I'd be happy to discuss that more in detail, and also to have exchanges, because I believe when you are an office like a consulate, even though we're not called consulate because the EU is not a country, but we would be also grateful to better understand Hong Kong. As a European diplomat, it's also a role to understand the place where we work. So also, I wanted to share with you that our treaties. Wait, this moving. Thanks. So thank you so much. I wanted to say that in the Treaty of the European Union, in the last version, for those of you who've done some European law, the Treaty of Lisbon, implemented in 2009, it makes the Charter of the Fundamental Rights of the European Union legally binding for all the member states. And I know in Hong Kong you also have the Bill of Rights, and you have discussions about human rights as well. So I know a lot of you understand what this is about. It's extremely important. We have Article 21 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the EU, which includes anti-discrimination provision, stating that discrimination based on grounds such as sexual orientation shall be prohibited. Thank you. And to finish, just to highlight that the same-sex marriage situation, which is actually different from one country to another, from one member state to another. But same-sex marriage is legal in Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Ireland, Luxembourg, Malta, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain, as well as Sweden. So that's not bad, although it could be better. And several countries recognize same-sex civil union. It's a little bit different, but in these countries it provides a lot of rights as well. It's almost equal to marriage. It's very, very similar from a legal perspective to marriage. And these countries are Austria, Belgium, Croatia, Cyprus, Czechia, Estonia, France, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and Slovenia. So I think in the EU we have a pretty good legal framework, around LGBTI rights, anti-discrimination, and I want to assure how important that is, and to recall again that don't hesitate to be in touch with us to discuss it. Thank you so much, and good luck with the end of the event. Thank you.
Thank you, Lawrence. My pleasure to you. Yes. 好啦，好多謝大家咧，亦都聽，多謝 Lawrence 啦，亦都聽咗好多一啲關於一啲資料啦，關於一啲歐盟成員國嘅一啲資料啦。